Hi, back on team management. Today we're going to talk about team formation. We mentioned it earlier, the development stages of team, which goes towards starting with forming the team, the early stages of team, which is a storming, where people just getting together, getting to know each other and what's the task, what's going to happen. Then we go to normalization, where the teams start getting it together and understanding what they're doing, they get to know each other, and then the performance part of it, at that stage the team really should be working together with a very high level of productivity and good performance, and then the adjournment, which is finishing up the program. Now I'm going to go through each stage one by one. At the earliest stage, where the team is getting together, the team manager, that's the person who's putting the team together, it's really high anxiety. You don't know if your team gonna work, if your team, people you select for the team gonna click together and work together. Are we gonna achieve these objectives? Maybe we aim too high. So it's not an easy period for the team builder, the team manager. But if they have done the jobs right at the beginning, we talked about you have got already your objectives sorted out, your resources approved, and you worked on your selection process, you have really studied the job, you have worked out what are the skills required, what are the people who can deliver those, and put the team together with those outlines, we should have a better job, a better chance of success. I'm going to go through that selection part of it. Remember the roles, different type of roles. This is not about just this hard skills, the soft skills of people. At the early stage, when you're putting the team together and forming the team, where there's a high anxiety and people don't know what is the job, what they're going to do, you need introduce people we call them plant. These are sort of creative people with ideas, so they can push ideas forward and get it going. And probably on the stage 2, when you're storming, you bring coordinators in. Coordinators are the kind of people which they put things together. They can start getting the team formed and sort of getting people to follow the goals and things like that. And gradually I would bring team workers. Team workers, they are people who have got experience, they are very cooperative, and they work together. And then the rest of the specialists will come later on, the completers and finishers. Specialists, specialized people if you need them. So you introduce these different type of people at different stages, and you should have them at different stages. I've just this graph here which shows how the performance of a team goes when you start the forming in the high sort of octane level. Everybody wants to excited about the team, so you would have a initially good level of performance effectiveness, but it goes down through the storming period and start building up about after you start getting normalizing and people get to know each other and working. So go back to stage 1, high anxiety level. These are what you can expect. People are uncertain, they don't know each other. Some people may have worked in a team before. People are very polite and pleasant to each other, so they don't criticize each other, they don't sort of question their actions and so on. So it's they're just getting to know each other. So what the leader should pay attention to, they should play a dominant role at this stage. They are setting the rules, they are setting the rules of communication. What are my tasks? Giving people their roles. In effect, you have to really be a big leader here. Establishing clear goals and objectives for the whole team and each individual is very important. People have to know what is their job, what is expected from them. Then you're going to start, open communication is obvious at this stage, but you have to start establishing the way people have to communicate, the formal communication, the informal communication. So that's a forming stage and a very important. The faster you can get this put together, sooner you will start moving forward. Now, in the storming, now we have got to know each other, now the conflicts start, the competition, different people with different attitudes, especially if you got those highly creative people, they will start competing with each other. You would have personality clashes, people get to know each other, to get to know how to treat each other. They have got different work style. Some people, want to work on their own. Some people want to work in team. Some people want to work, through the night. So that starts clashing. Lack of communication, because we for many reasons. We haven't gelled together yet. We don't know even how to talk to each other. We are not probably socializing yet. So the communication level is quite sort of low at best. And the disagreement on the goals and sub-goals and how to reach that. So all these in the stage 2 of what we call storming. Now here, as a team leader, you have to be specific and clear about the goals. That's people want to know. You have to remain positive and tell them, look, we're going to get through this. We will settle down, don't worry. So if you're not positive, they're not going to be positive. Don't overload the members at this stage. They have got a lot to learn about the project, about what you want, what's the standard you have to achieve, who's going to do what. Obviously people are feeding somebody's output, his input to somebody else's work. So be careful, don't overload them, is just get the shape of it right. Support your team members, ensure that they support each other. It's called a team, so that means we work together, and you have to promote that, you have to help them and show them how they can work together. And explain to them these stages. Tell them we are at this stage, we're going to get over it very quickly, but to get over it, we have to achieve these criteria. To know your people, you could have done personality tests to understand their behavioral aspects before that. That could have helped. But you get to know them, you will understand the characteristics very soon. Now, once we get over to the storming stage, we're going to normalization. Here, we should be reaching a unity at this stage. People can work together, they know how to treat each other. There's a sense of cohesion now that we are becoming one, we are becoming a team. We are well goal-oriented now, we know exactly what we are going to achieve, what is expected from us, and we have got some idea of how we're going to get there. Communication should be good now, everybody should know who is who, what's happening, feedbacks coming forward, backward, information flowing properly in the correct channel, and we should be able to see the improvement of the performance. We should see now work is done, or getting done, and we should actually feel it that it's going on. Now the team leader here has to provide, be the person in the middle who provide a lot of feedback, both positive and negative, because now you're molding them into that high performance team, and without feedback doesn't work. Both positive and negative, it's not just you've done well, that's very important, but if you have done something wrong or it's not the right way to go, they need the feedback. You have to sit back a bit now gradually and allow the team to move on their own towards their goal, and obviously you have to be observing it closely. And I think here too, you can have exercises of team building and improving the strength and unity and the trust between the team. You can play games, you can go-karting, you can have football team, basketball team. You can do some other activities which get people to work together in a different environment. Now we've done that, we have gone through normalization, our team has become a single unit. Now we're going into performing stage, which is a key stage. Here we have to start delivering. That's whatever is the objective and task. So At this stage, the team is mature, it's a well-organized team. If you haven't gone through normalization, your team probably will disassemble and you go your own ways. We should have done that, we should have gone through normalization. Now we are a mature team, we're a well-organized team, high performance, good sense of cooperation, and the prime focus of a team is meeting the goal, delivering the job on time. At this stage, the team leader, their job is focusing the team on the problem solving, on the issues in hand, and delegate the work evenly and fairly to the right person or people who are a specialization in that area. Focus on development of individual team members. Some may need extra training, they need maybe extra sort of help from specialists. So you have to increase your team capability, either by training, by providing them additional support. Allow the people to join, you can allow people to join or leave the team at this stage, because some of them maybe their work is finished, and obviously it shouldn't affect the performance of the group, but you've got some leverage now. Some people may work has already completed and they can deliver and go. Final stage, although people say, okay, we've done the job, now we're going to start delivering, so job is ended. It's not ended, because adjourning, finishing the project, that team may disassemble and people go back maybe to their departments or wherever they're going. But as you're getting towards that end, the anxiety level goes up. People are uncertain. What's my next job? What am I going to do? They lose focus, which is good, normal. I mean, it's just a human being. So they say, well, what's my next job? And then you will start seeing a drop in productivity and sense of sadness. They are all natural, but it will affect that final task of delivery. So you have to manage that coming to the end of the team work. Now, so you allow for celebration, so we can, although it's coming to an end, we want to be happy. It's not a sad time, it's a good time. We have achieved what we wanted. Recognize people's good work, reward them, give them guidance and support for future plan, so it's not the end of the world. Allow reflection, what went right, what went wrong, so you keep the morale up and showing people that what we've done has been great and there is a better future in front of them. Now this is what you have as a team leader to do as you go through the different stages of a team and delivering the final product or whatever task you were supposed to do. I'll put extra notes in the course online, but if you're just following a video, my colleagues would put recommended reading books, which you can follow those as well. Thank you.